Hi, Dave Johnston here with Day Trade the Markets. We're looking at the Feb crude contract here. It's a 2-minute chart utilizing the Day Trade the Market software, and today is Wednesday, November the 30th. I've just gotten long here. We've been monitoring this oil market here early today. It had a huge run up overnight. Then as soon as the day session started, it really sold off hard. We were looking at an area right in here at 70 if it could break higher, and it did. But kind of surprisingly, it came all the way back down here with some pretty fierce selling. But as you can see, no follow through. Just came back down into here, and which was it's kind of the volume build from earlier. And this worked its way back up, certainly above this magenta. It's dipped down, tested a couple of times. We've now just come in another time to test that test, if you will, which is the reason I've gotten long here. So I'm going to go ahead and put my protective sell stop just below this last little dip here, and that's at 8. So I'm going to just put it one tick below there at 7. So I've got a sell stop in at 7. We're long at 14. So pretty tight stop here for a day that's had, pretty, fairly good range. Well, a very good range. It's been about $1.50 or close to it. And so I'm going to go ahead and put my first objective in here. I'm sorry, I only got filled on one contract. Okay. Don't know how that happened, but these things happen. Okay. So we'll just let this run. We'll just see what we get out of this. What I will do, though, in the meantime, is I'm going to go and put another order in to buy another one also at 14. See if we can get filled on that. And I'll, of course, put my stop in here for 2. Maybe it'll dip back down. If not, we'll just let it run. Obviously, the next target is right up here in the 28 area, and then the next one up here at the day's high at 37. So apologize for only getting long one contract. I thought I had an order in there for 2, but at any rate, we're long. Maybe we'd still get filled on the other one. So I think we'll just monitor this with a trailing stop for now, with just the one contract, unless we can get filled for another one back down at 14. So I'll just go ahead and pause the recording and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, just resuming the recording here. You can see the market did have a bit of a dip right here. It got down to 18, so we didn't get filled on our 14. Try to get that other contract on board. This time I'm going to have to cancel that, and I'm going to raise the stop here from 8. That low is at 18. We're long from 14, so I'm just going to bring it up to one tick below it there at 17, and of course that should just be for one contract there. So just bringing you up to date on that. Hopefully we can just continue to adjust our trailing stops using the software here. So that's it for now. Once again, I'll go ahead and pause the recording. Okay, just resume the recording. We're getting the follow through higher. We've just produced this blue bar right here. Whoops, just going to check the low of that bar. That's at 28. So I'm going to raise the stop up here to 25. And we'll just leave it at that. Just wanted to bring you up to date that we're seeing some good follow through. So the other thing that I usually do is just put a marker in here where we were entered and so forth, just so it, if we do get filled, we can just quickly review. So our entry was right down here, and our stop is now in here. So it's nice. It's moving like 30 some ticks in our favor. So that's good. So once again, I'll just pause the recording, and I'll pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, just started up the recording again. It is continuing to move. We did have a little dip here with that deceleration bar and the divergence bar, and the low of the lower of the two is right here at 40. So I'm going to raise this stop up to 37. Okay, so our stop is now at 37. So just want to bring you up to date on that, and what I will do is adjust this marker here and put that also at 37. So we're long from 14, so that'll lock in 23 ticks on that. So that's it for now, and once again I'll go ahead and pause recording. Okay, just restarting the recording once again. We've got another decel bar, as you can see here. Whoops, it just came down right here, this bar right here, and the low of that, just take a reading on that. The low is at 45, so I'm going to raise the stop to 42. So now our stop is at 42, and we're long from 14, and I'll just go ahead and make an adjustment on that marker there as well. So just wanted to bring you up to date as we continue to move up. So that's it for right now. Once again, I'll go ahead and pause the recording. Okay, resume the recording. We just had another nice move up in this up auction with this green bar. This is a level 2 aggression, second strongest of the aggression on the buy side. The blue is the strongest. And the low of this bar right here, the green bar right here, is at 49.60. So I'm going to raise the stop here to 49.57. So, and I'll put the marker right in here too. So, obviously long from 14, stops now at 57. So that's locking in what, a nice 43 ticks. So this market is, it's moving up nicely and it's broken through resistance areas. So there's no real telling how high it can get. I'm just going to continue to adjust these stops according to these aggression bars, utilizing the day trade the market software. So once again, I'll go ahead and pause the recording. Okay, just restarted the recording here. Unfortunately, we just had a really strong dip here and caught us on the down swing here. So at any rate, we did get stopped out here at 57. We were long from 14, so 43 ticks on that. It worked out nicely. I was hoping to get filled on that second contract. It was an error on my part. I thought I bought 2 to begin with. It never did come back down to 14 to get us in down in here. But what I liked about this trade as an example was just the trade management. Now, it got very volatile up here when the FOMC news came out, or was it the beige book? I forget. I think it was the beige book. And got very volatile and then ended up by stopping us out. So it did get up to 90, and then we got stopped out 33 ticks lower. It seems like a lot to give away after being on side like that. But, when the market gets volatile after news, that's just kind of what happens. I could have gone to a shorter duration chart to manage that. But anyway, I didn't, and this is the result. So we got 43 ticks on that. So at any rate, there's a trade in the February crude contract. If you want any other information, comments, or whatever, send them to info@daytradethemarkets.com. Otherwise, I hope you got something out of that, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.